everyone, it's Nat and Carly from Brains, Bods, and Bubbles. So right now, summertime, it's patio season. We're spending a lot more time outside. Right now in Calgary, it's the Calgary Stampede. So we might be enjoying a little more alcoholic beverages than we normally do. So we want to talk about hydration and how important it is for both the mind and body.
Yeah, so the body is made up of approximately 60 to 70% of water. But the thing is, we are losing it constantly.
Mm-hmm. And as little as 1% dehydration can negatively affect our body, such as mood, attention, memory, and even motor coordination. So how we move.
Yeah. It can also impact things like headaches and muscle cramps. And if we think back to our window of tolerance, the more dehydrated we are, the smaller our window gets. So in terms of headaches, so when you're dehydrated, what happens is, the hydration levels drop, so does your blood volume, and what happens when that happens is that it reduces your oxygen supply to the brain. And that's where the headaches come from.
Mm-hmm. And then for the body, when our body is losing this H2O, it will trigger our kidneys to retain more water. It makes our blood more concentrated. And when your blood is more concentrated, it makes our heart and our cardiovascular system work harder and have to compensate more, which will make us exhausted and increase our exhaustion and how tired we are.
Yeah, for sure. So, I mean, fantastic. So we know we should be drinking water, but I think the big question is, like, how much should we all be drinking?
Yeah, and rule of thumb, I think we've all heard, is like 8 glasses of water per day, but really, are we drinking that? Like, are we counting that?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what Nat and I did is we thought we'd do some research and to see kind of what that looks like.
Yeah, because we're all different, right? We're all different sizes.
Totally. Yeah, for sure. Mm-hmm. So what we found is that if you take your weight and you multiply it by 0.5, that'll tell you how many ounces of water you should be drinking per day. Mm-hmm. That's before factoring in things like exercise or maybe how long you're spending outside or whatever it might be. So for example, if you're 200 pounds, you multiply that by 0.5, it ends up being about 100 ounces of water a day, which is like 3 liters.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you can do that easy calculation.
Yeah.
And then think about what makes you drink more water. So for me, during the week, I have like a liter water bottle, so it's easy for me to track how much water I'm drinking.
Yes.
Is it that? So having a certain water bottle, do you like drinking water with a straw? Do you want to add fruit to your water? For us, we love to feel fancy, so we drink bubbly water, which is what this is, bubbly water, or soda water in a champagne glass. There are also super cool apps out there. One I really like is called Plant Nanny. It's really cute. A timer goes off or an alarm goes off and you water your plant and that's your reminder to drink. You can set your own reminders on your phone. Because what I hear a lot from my clients is, I'm just so busy, I don't think I took a drink of water all day.
Yep.
And I get that. We're all busy, we're all dealing with our own stress. But that really can't be an excuse when it comes to taking care of our mind and body. And hydration is huge.
Makes such a big difference.
It really does.
I think sometimes we don't really realize it until we're like, oh, well, that feels better.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, totally.
Yes.
And so aside from, widening our window, taking care of our body, our mind, all that stuff, there are other benefits of drinking water. So according to a number of different studies, drinking 17 ounces of water can actually temporarily boost your metabolism from anywhere from 24 to 30%, which is not bad.
That's significant.
That will encourage me to drink more water.
Yes.
Perfect.
And a lot of times when we feel hungry, that's actually us feeling thirsty.
Yeah.
So that's a kind of good rule of thumb too, is if you're feeling hungry, drink some water and see how you feel.
Yeah.
Because that's our brain trying to tell us, we need something.
Hello.
So,
basic needs check.
Hello. Earth to Matilda. So if you guys haven't watched our video on the window of tolerance, if you're like, what the heck is that? We filmed a cool video on it, and we'll link it in the description box below. If you guys have any questions or comments to add, what you like to do to remind you to drink water, definitely add them in the comments because we want to know.
Totally. Would love to hear it. Yeah, awesome.
So grab that water and cheers.
Cheers.